Alondra Azcona. I am currently 13 and I'm a homeschooler. I'm going into 8th grade and I love to read books. Reading is my favorite and it's just so much fun to read books.
I'm Irene Azcona and I'm a mother of 6, and reading has always been something that was very dear to me ever since 3rd grade. And so we came across the Book Harvest program by accident. I saw your shop and I said, what is this? And I went in and I'm like, we could really take books. So I had the kids and we went in there. So we started to go every Wednesday. This has become part of our life.
Sweet. That was one thing I really looked forward to in the week because I love to read and I'd always find like some sort of books that I could really connect to or really like feel what the writer was saying. My favorite is the March trilogy by John Lewis. Really has what we're going through right now really has inspired me, and I really could feel like when he wrote it, I could feel like every word and every story that he said in the book. I could feel like the big change, like he risked his life for things to change, and I really am so inspired by him, and that book really just gave me a different understanding towards the civil rights and everything. Like just reading a book about someone who experienced it and who lived it, and just hearing like the inside and out stories, like about all the organizations behind it, all the sit-ins, all the protests and everything, all the traveling that he did. Really, I just saw it from a completely different view ever since I read that book. When I read a book, I don't like to wait and see what happens. I like to find out right there and then. So I would stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning reading every night just to read the book thoroughly, and just sometimes I would read it again just to really grasp what he was saying when he wrote it.
It touched your heart.
It really changed my perspective.
I'm gonna say that right now, because I just got a book, I'm gonna say a Geronimo Stilton book, Lost in Time. I just like it because it's kind of historical fiction. I kind of like historical fiction. There's a lot to choose from. I don't really know. I like to read Barbie books.
Well, it's another thing I always look forward to, because just to receive books, it's always a joy, because I love to read. And when I say I love to read, I love to read. And I always, when my mom goes in the morning, I'm like, you have to wake me up when you go. I have to go. You can't go without me. You have to take me. I love going to Book Harvest. It has been such a blessing for me. Recently, I've gotten a book, Brown Girl Dreaming. I had been wanting that book for ever, because I received another book, Marley Diaz, an entrepreneur book, and she mentioned that book and that it had poetry in it, and I was like, I want to read that book so bad. I want it. And so one day when my mom came, when we came back to Book Harvest, she pulled out the books and she was like, oh look, do you like this book? And I was like, oh my goodness, I've been wanting this book for forever.
Well, when I don't have anything to do, I just pick up a book and finish reading it.
Yeah.
Books have been kind of with everything going on, when I read my books, especially now, it's like I can envision myself, because I read chapter books, and a lot of the chapter books I read don't have pictures in them, so I can kind of envision it and just imagine, in my mind I can see a picture, a clear picture of what I'm reading. For instance, I read Somebody Like Me, another book that I got from there, and I could just envision what every single sentence I read. I could just envision if she said, oh, I walked into my classroom, I could envision her with her backpack and just going in, and that's really, really helped me to see that, because it's been kind of hard just staying in the house and just being able to like escape from everything, and just reading a book has been really helpful.